Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here, and this is Firewatch. This is the full release of Firewatch, and I'm really excited. I got hooked when I played the preview build a couple of days ago. And now there's going to be a new intro to the beginning of this game that's really setting up the entire story, your motivations as a character for why you've taken on this job as a Firewatcher, and that's what I'm going to show you here. But then I decided I'm not actually going to just show you the same footage and the same gameplay that I've already shown you. So I'm going to have a clickable annotation or a card that pops down if you're on mobile. I'll put links in the description as well. So that after this intro video, you will be able to go and watch the day 1 and day 2 from the preview build. And then I'll start releasing new videos from day 3. If there's anything that's different, that has changed from the preview build to the full release on day 1 and 2, then I will totally give you an update when day 3 begins. But if you want to get the full Firewatch experience, the best thing to do is going to be watch this video, and then follow the links to go and watch part 1, and follow the links to go and watch part 2, and then I'll be releasing new videos picking up from part 3. If you're new to my channel, I really try to focus on the story. I try to just get as immersed as I possibly can, and I just try to set the vibe. And setting the vibe is lights off, headphones on, volume up, and I just try to get into the world that's being presented to us. So without further ado, this is Firewatch. So this is starting out quite a bit differently than the preview. This is back in 1975 in Boulder. We see Julia, who is our wife at the time when Firewatch takes place, I believe. Oh. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. I want to approach her. You're drunk. So what's what's your major? Or you're pretty. Let's ask her about her major. You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Worried she'll hurt your feelings, she asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. Cool. Let's grab our pack. I don't know where we are. We can load the gear. I just want to see if there's anything else going on over here. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts, and it's great. So it seems like we're kind of bouncing back and forth between when we met Julia and when we're leaving to become a Firewatcher. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Let's give her what she loves. We're gonna pick up the beagle. She names him Bucket. I actually like that. It's a good name. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him, and you love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck, it's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Okay. That's a big question. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying, like, if you and I have some, a couple little idiots. I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty good, I think. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I'd like that. The kids are gonna be screwed up enough, it's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. And you say she's absolutely right. Thoroughfare trailhead. Don't forget to check in. Not recommended for inexperienced hikers. No fireworks. Whose hat is this? It says Cody, Wyoming. Let's wear it. Why not? Is there anything else that's laying around? Oh, look who it is. Extreme fire danger right now. $19.80. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call, you're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. That's a tough one. I say we sleep it off, wait till morning. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. And you just go make coffee and go to work. Uh-oh. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Let's pose and flex like He-Man. You look awesome. Of course we do. I love, like, I just love the colors here. This is gorgeous. Okay, 8 more miles. And 82. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. But fuck, dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. Yeah, we beat his goddamn face in, is right. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks you to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Wow. 84. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Oh, man. I mean, if that's what she wants, you know, like, who am I to hold her back? Not gonna convince her not to take the job. But if she can commute, then at least there's that. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you don't want to move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. So she agrees and she flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. In 85, Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Okay, so in the preview we learned a little bit about her condition, but this is how it's becoming more of a problem. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. No, let's definitely... That's a bigger issue than what wine and macaroni are gonna solve. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. Guess we're gonna keep it to ourselves for a while. We've got it. Oh, hello. That's revealing. I wish I wanted to read it. Bucket's getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. In 87, Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class, her research is in shambles, she drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason, and is to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She's being sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They're crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day, but she gets worse. In 88, you spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. Oh, that is such a hard decision. I would try to take care of her as much as I can instead of putting her in the full-time facility at first. Oh, cool. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck. Watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. Put a chair in front of the door, you trust that she sleeps like a rock. I'm not gonna trap her. Ugh. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. In 89, one night you're stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and you're taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. So, Julia's sister. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia's coming to live with them. You don't argue, you say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer's coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. And I guess that job is to become a fire watcher.